Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this I'm going to show you how to get a little nice JavaScript hover effect for your div boxes, where it just jumps up a little bit on screen when you hover over it. So what you got to do, let's just build the box. So get to files in a folder like this, the index HTML and a style file. In fact, will we need the style? Oh yeah, we will need the style file. So get just a index file and a style file, as you can see on screen. Of course, if you're more experienced, you can just put this straight into a website that you're building. In this tutorial, I'm just literally just going to have like I don't know, 2 or 3 things on screen. It's not going to be particularly visually impressive. It's just showing you how to do this. So just a sec. Right. So first step, we're gonna just build this content on screen. So just do as I do. So we're gonna have div class equals, let's call it box, closing tag, and let's say, you know, for this site we'll have 3 of these across the screen, as might often be the case. And now in the style CSS file, which you will have referenced, see, like this at the top, we're going to build the CSS for that box. So it's box, closing curly braces, opening curly braces. Oh sorry, I haven't put a dot. I need a dot there for it because it's a class. Okay, so let's call it, let's give it background. So we'll give the background, say a light grey, I think, CCC. Font, we'll just leave the font, shall we? No. Colour, so we want the colour, let's give it a white, so just triple F there. Oh yeah, and border radius, I'm going to give it 15 pixels, so we want it nice and rounded. Width, it's 1 of 3 across the screen, so around 30, yeah, around 33%. Let's say 30%. Of course, we usually put them in percentages now because everything has to be responsive in this day and age. I'm going to do margin. Let's give it a 0 at the top and then 1%. Actually, that's 0.5% either side. Padding, probably need less padding at the top, so 1% at the top, 3% at the sides. So the next step is to go online and get some lorem or lipsum nonsense text to fill your divs with. So I've already got some. You can just go on lipsum.com, get a little bit, just a small paragraph, put that in each of your div boxes. Now if you go to index and open it with your web browser, let's just see how these are coming on. Okay, that's not quite what we were looking for. Let's see where the error is. Class box. Okay. Oh, we didn't save the style file. There we go. And oh yeah, as you can see, they're actually not placed in the correct manner there. So what I want to do is just put a float equals left, so that they should be all in line across the page. There we go. Oh, and still not quite right. So what have we got here? Oh yeah, my width was a little bit too big, considering all the padding and the margin, which you have to take into consideration. So let's try and reduce the width. Not quite right still. There we go, 25. See if that's... there we go. So we got these 3 boxes, very nice as they are. Let's just give them a bit more of a margin at the top actually, because of course this is going to be part of the tutorial where they jump up. So let's give them an 5% margin at the top. Okay. There we go. Now, the point of this, as in the title, I want it to, when I hover over these boxes, it's going to be like a link to another page, and also I want them to kind of spring up, so they a nice little effect where they jump up. Okay, so the final step is we want the box to scroll up when we jump over it. So what we're going to do is go into the div class box, and we're going to put some JavaScript in. So the first thing we want to do is to have the box link, the div link, when we hover over it. There's going to be a option to click through to a link. So we'll put onClick location dot href. This is the JavaScript, equals single quotation marks. Then we put whatever link here. So we're going to put Google .com. I think that's legal. Let's go. Yeah. Google.com for the purposes of this tutorial. And we're going to close it off, semicolon, and the other speech mark. Okay, I think that is correct. Yep. Just follow exactly what I'm doing. And then we're going to style the pointer, or the cursor, so that it comes in the form of the standard kind of white glove pointer that you see when you hover over something on most websites, because you're going to want to put that in custom, otherwise it's just going to be the standard arrow shape and people are not going to know that they're hovering over a link. So it's as simple as that. Style equals cursor colon semicolon after pointer. Yep. Okay, and then so now we're going to do the thing where the div just pops up as we go over it. So it's going to be on mouse over equals speech mark this dot style dot, then we want to put the margin top element for JavaScript, which is different to CSS if that's what you're used to. So it goes like that in JavaScript, and we're going to put equals, let's put -3 pixels. Yeah, I think we'll do this in pixels, I've decided. So change that percentage to 10 pix by should we do 5 pix? Because it's just easier to work with pixels in this case, and it doesn't particularly matter even if you're doing a responsive site, because the key part of the site has to be the width across, and that isn't being affected too much by this. So let's go ahead with this. We'll just do it in pixels. Semicolon. Then you want to do, just copy this again. Sorry. Copy it again on your notepad or Dreamweaver or whatever you're using. And this time change on mouse over to on mouse out. This style margin top. Yep. then it's going to be 3 pixels. And I believe I missed a few speech marks in there. Let me see. Yep. So I missed a few speech marks. Let's just make sure I put those in. Okay, so that looks okay to me. Let's just test if that's working. Let's get our web browser up. And it is hopping up slightly, as you can see, but I'm not sure about the left margin or the right margin there. That's not big enough now. Let me just oh yeah, because I'd left a percentage in there. Always got to check for these little errors in the code. It can really affect things. So as you see, pops up as you hover over, then goes back down. However, it doesn't seem to be going down far enough. Maybe I might need to, let me see, margin top. Let's change that to 10. See if that works better. There we go. So I got that slightly wrong. When you raised it by 3, you have to go back down by 10. So there you go. And as you can see, when I hover over, nice little effect there, it jumps up. This is going to look really nice on a website. And of course, it's worth mentioning that you can also do other things with the elements, such as, you know, we got margin top here. You could change the color, you can change the font, so you can make the font larger. There's a lot of potential with this kind of style of div box. So have a go, have a little experiment with it, and enjoy the results. Cheers.